Hi, how you all doing? I just wanted to make this really quick video. I just read an article a couple of days ago about a young lady, and she had some problems with asthma, and that led to some events that wasn't a great outcome. And it just reminded me of how I've lived with asthma all my life, and how I was able to then manage it because I realized that the support and basically the help from doctors and the things that we needed wasn't really there. But I really thank my parents for where I am right now in my life, because I remember as a young child not being able to breathe. Often I was breathless, and my parents tirelessly made basically they always were my voice for the doctors. They were always really pushing it and not letting them think that I was all right when I wasn't, because sometimes, when you're asthma, you might look all right, but everything is internal with asthma. It's internal. My father suffered from asthma, and I don't know what happened, but I also got lots of allergies. Asthma was one of the things that came out with my allergies, really bad asthma. So I really encourage people with asthma, always go to your doctor. We live in the UK. In the UK, you must go to your doctor. You must advocate for yourself, or get someone to advocate for you, and use the health services. They're there for us, okay? They might be short of money, but if you always advocate for yourself and you're always speaking up and you're always going to them and saying, listen, this medication is not working, or this, I need a preventative, because with asthma you usually get two inhalers. One's either brown or orange, I'm not sure what color they've changed it now, and then you have your emergency inhaler for when you need it, which is the blue. And I remember all the way through my life, right until I was around 23, I took those inhalers without fail around me wherever I went. And thinking about it now in 2023, I'd be surprised if someone hasn't invented a little pouch or a pocket where you can strap it to yourself, so that anytime you're feeling breathless, even a tiny bit, you could just puff it. And I remember my school days, in high school especially, they used to take us on those, anybody remember those cross-country runs, right? You were forced to do that in PE. And now my parents were immigrants, like wagging school and taking off school. That was even an option. It was like, you need to be in school because this is your life and death, even though it's not. That was the great light that I understand now. But that's for another video. But asthma is it's silent, and it can be triggered at any time. So if you got asthma out there, always carry your inhaler without fail. Have it around the house. Have some in the kitchen, have some downstairs, have some in the bathroom, have some in your purse, have some in your pocket, have some in the car, have some in the back of the car, in the middle car, the front of the car, because it's a silent killer. And also, you must make sure you are getting checkups by the doctor. Asthma is like dental health. You need to get checkups. They will do checkups with you. And whenever you're feeling breathless, even if you think it's minute, if you are sick and you got asthma, don't ever think it's minor. You are important, okay? And I was so disheartened. My heart sank. But like I said, your family is your best advocates, your family and your friends, okay? And they know, okay? And if you keep telling them, they'll be like, right, we're gonna get you to the doctor. If you have good family and you have good, they'll be like, right, we're gonna get to the doctor, we're gonna get to a friend. These things are not minor, okay? And I'm gonna put more information about asthma, but I really encourage you. We live in the UK. If you live in the UK, go to the doctor. It's free, okay? You need to go to your doctor. Go. knock on the door, call 111 100 times, NHS line. Call them 100 times, okay? I remember my parents, we went back and forth to the hospital, we went back and forth to the surgery. We had great doctors. I remember our doctors, this is not to say that there's not great doctors out there, but being an ethnic minority, I think having the doctors that we had, it was actually a Jewish neighborhood, so we had Jewish doctors. They were like, and they don't do Sabbath, so they were like straight Monday to Friday. And also at that time, doctors came out to you in the middle of the night. I remember the doctor would be coming out to me in the middle of the night. They had doctors on call. I mean, I don't know what's going on now, but they had doctors on call in the community. I think these minor things that have just disappeared into nowhere saved my life. It saved my life. So use the NHS. They have no money, they have this, the doctors are on strike. Use it, it's free. Go to your doctor, get checkups, it's free. Make time, take time off work. Don't be going on about your wages, and take time off work. You have to see to your health, okay? And if they're gonna sack you for that, then goodbye, because you know what, you're just another person and they don't care about you. They're only forced to care about us because of what? Of the laws that are in place. But really, we're just another number, okay? Because really, if we met the director, would they smile at us? Would they sit down and have a cup of tea with us? So this, when I read that, I was like, I need to put out a video about this. I need to put out a video about asthma. It is serious. And carrying your inhalers everywhere you go. Like, back to the story I was in, when I was doing the cross country, the teachers were like, you have to, we are not going in, everyone has to make it to the finish line. And growing up in the UK, I became so competitive. I was competitive about everything. I always wanted to win, and I felt bad when I didn't win. Like, now I really don't care. If I don't win, I'm a winner anyway, because God said so. But that's another story. So I really wanted to finish the cross country run, and I was puffing on that, and I was puffing on that, and if I didn't have my inhaler, and by the time, I'm not joking, by the time that cross country had finished, I need a new inhaler. I needed a new inhaler. And I do believe in natural health and self-care, but you need education to have natural health. You need education to have self-care. So if you don't have that, you need to go to those who do have that knowledge, even though it can be in the concept of medicine or drugs. Because if you don't have certain knowledge, or how are you supposed to care for yourself? And that's why you use the NHS, the National Health Service. Use the National Health Service. You're paying your tax, you're working all your life. Go to them, pester them, keep coming back. Go to the hospital, pester them, keep coming back. And like a few things that I remember in the National Health Services in the 90s, in the late 90s, early 90s, was definitely doctors on call. And they come out anytime of the night. It was anytime they were on call, they used to come out in the community. And maybe that should come back. But people should not be dying of asthma in the United Kingdom. Yes, you also have the pollution part of it. I'm going to have a part 2 of this, because I know that if I had lived anywhere else in the world, I still wouldn't be alive. But because of the care I received, because the advocacy of my parents, because the changes that I made later on in life when I began to understand my condition, I am where I am now. So please use your inhaler. I know we have to pay for it now. Now, if you're working, or if it's now like prescription is means tested in England, let's advocate for it to be free for everybody, okay? Because put it this way, if we went to some parts of the world, there's no free medication for us. So we pay enough tax, and they say the rich get richer than, but there's one thing you can never buy, and it's your health, okay? And if you got your health and you got no money, do you know what? I'd rather have my health than no money. Have your inhaler with you. Make sure you put extra prescriptions in. Make sure you don't run out. Make sure you have friends or family that have spare ones for you in their house. And always go to the doctor. Go to them. They get paid to do work. Don't let them sit there doing nothing. And look after yourself if you have asthma. And if you've got any questions, put in the box. Yeah, National Health Service, you use it. Take care, guys.